New day, new start. Yesterday, with the whole VSS issue that I had, couldn't get it to dial. I called it because I was out here late with the bugs. Did some more research last night. Learned a little bit about the magnetic and analog speed sensors, high frequency, low frequency, all of that shit. So it comes down to the conclusion of having to get the K-Tune VSS speed converter. Originally, I didn't think about this because all I knew of was the S2000 dash converter, and I didn't know that there was a VSS speed converter. I'm old school. I'm gonna tell you guys this real quick. I'm old school. I grew up with the forums. I've been on the forums, done my researches before asking questions, right? So I posted up on Facebook after, obviously doing my researches, getting the transmission put into the car, doing the mods that the forum thread told me to do, and running into the issue of overboring the hole, whatever, not getting speed signal and whatever. So I posted on Facebook. I've already done my research, asking for first-hand experience. What do I need to do to swap the gear set from the Z3 trans to the A2 case? Now, I originally didn't want to touch that case, open it up and mismatch whatever, because that's a good transmission. But with limited funds, I can't just, I can't be buying things. Just swap the gears and use the existing VSS hole to make life easier. And then, you got them smart asses. You got all them people do your research and all that bullshit replying back to my post. And, I didn't even want to reply back anymore. I said, fuck it, I was aware of the VSS speed converter after last night's session. I went ahead and placed it. I called GHP USA to see if I can get it overnight because I need a race in 4 days, and I wanted it overnight just so I can have it, get it calibrated, get it fixed in my car, so that way I don't do the last minute bullshit. I placed order. They said they had it in stock. Emailed me about 10 minutes later saying that our inventory is jacked up. We don't have the item in stock. We will refund you the money. So much more headache. Today I don't even want to deal with the fucking car. I'm still waiting for my refund. I'm still trying to find somebody else that I can buy today, if not tomorrow, and get it overnight so I can get it ASAP. Bullshit. So I saw my friend post on Facebook, save the single cam, bringing the single cams back. I'm not a single cam person, but after driving on the CRX cruise, he posted a video of his car idling and two-stepping, and I noticed his header, and I was like, oh, Bisimotor header. And then it clicked. I have the exact same header sitting in my fucking box right here. What do you fucking know? Because I'm not going to be touching this car today, I might be trying to install this into my car. When it comes to single cam, that's not a performance car. I don't try to modify it at all, just because California cops, state ref, all that bullshit. Give them no reason to give you a ticket, whatever. This car is not fast. It did great in the hills, but you're not going for speed in the hills. You're going for handling. But this shit is fucking slow, so I'm just going to do whatever I have or whatever I can to make it a little bit quicker. The 2.5 exhaust definitely helps a lot, though it is kind of loud. So I might install this. I do have 2.5 AM intake, but I also have this 3-inch. Not sure if I want to use that or not. My AM intake is carbed, but first gotta go sell these. I may try to squeeze this into the agenda today. Some of you guys, most of you guys might hate it, but I don't give a fuck what you guys think. I grew up in the body kit era. I have more respect for it than most people do nowadays in the scene. If you guys have a Wing West kit for the CRX, let me know, because that is what I am going to be putting on the car as soon as I source it. Hate all you want, but I'm bringing it back. Alright, so switch to cars. I'm going to go ahead and start pulling the header off. Dude, you know how it is with buyers and flakers and stuff. So I'm gonna have to wait until 8 o'clock to see if he's still gonna pick these up or not. But yeah, I'm gonna pull off the header and get that one mocked up, see how long of a pipe I need to extend it to the exhaust. Okay, header came off, breezy. Here we have an empty, I might even fab a ear mount for the front mount on the transmission. I don't know. Let's see how much clearance we have with this replica header. Man, what kind of issue am I having? Looks like the oil dipstick is interfering somewhere. That's no good. So this is my issue right here. Not sure if I can turn it somehow. Just trying to see if I can angle it. Why would they make something that doesn't even fit? Maybe if I bolt it up, it'll force it. It's not even enough thread to put a nut on. I feel like I can do this. Oh man, there's that ultra vent. Oh, that's not good. Can I put a dipstick in there? Oh, no, yes I can. Okay, so now to go underneath and take measurements. So just now I had to cut the nut off the back of the flange. Now this is the mid pipe on the Integra, and this goes to the axle back. Because I cut the axle back flange end that's now bolted to, I'm going to use the matching end of it on the end of the header. I don't want to cut this one in case I need to put the stock one back on. This should bolt up back to the car. So I had to cut this nut because the end of the bolt that holds the flange together was seized in there. So I cut it straight through, just so I can have access to the hole again, since mine underneath the car is nut side and bolt side instead of the nut being welded to the flange. And with the assist of my brake line, I was able to cut that straight down. Alright, so the flange that I cut off the Integra exhaust, somewhat in place. I got my 2.5 pipe here, and I'm about to measure how long I'm going to need it from the header to the flange. Let me see here. If this is a slip over, I'm not sure, but it feels like it may slip over. I'm gonna slip this over, and this actually might be the exact length. This had a flange on it, I cut it off as well. So let me fidget with this real quick and see. So I got the pipe fitted to the length that I need. This is all herpy welded with the flux core. Don't hate on my weld job, because I'm not gonna waste TIGging on this dirty ass metal. But got the header bolted up there, still kind of dark, and I got low battery. But I got this to slip over the 2.5, and I'm gonna bring the flux core here, grind this black down, the paint, and I'm gonna tack it in place, pull everything apart, and weld this all the way through, and that should be what I need it to be. So got the header all welded up. For those that don't believe in the flux core, it's just dialing it in, honestly. It does the job. Make sure your material is clean, otherwise it'll look like shit. I mean, this has a nice solid bead all the way around. So yeah, the header is definitely fully welded up. I accidentally fucked the donut up. Wait, yeah, I messed the donut up by moving it around. Like I had it like this, and I was compressing on it, whatever. But yeah, so I'm gonna install this, bolt everything up, put the O2 sensor on, and hopefully it doesn't exhaust leak, because I really hate exhaust leak. That's one thing about flux core. When it spits all over the place, you can't tell if you hit or miss the spot. But I won't know until I see that black soot coming out from a leaky hole or some shit. But I'm gonna put it on. Hopefully that donut doesn't leak too much. But or actually, I have a donut right there. I think it's smaller, but whatever. Header is all bolted up. Underneath it's all bolted up. Now I hope there is no exhaust leak.
Mix 106, so that guy says you really ought to be watching Jessica Biel's new show.
Oh, check engine light for O2 sensor. And my O2 doesn't reach. Fuck. Okay, so got the O2 hooked up. It didn't go this way. It went under the oil pan and straight up, and it was able to reach, burning all the oil from my hand on the runners. I hope it's not burning off the paint. It is leaking from the donut, so I'm gonna have to grab that on another day when I have some money. But other than the donut, it seems good. My axle's ripped or something. I guess from the CRX cruise the other day, heavy driving. But it ain't click clacking, so I don't give a fuck. Well, I do, but I just don't have an axle, so yeah. Oh, actually I do have axles. My brother's RT axles are in here. Yeah, I'm not gonna take that, shit's heavy. 3-inch eBay EF intake. Watch me transform this into this. Just plain. So I originally had the intake cut and modified to how I want it to run, right? So it goes on like this, something like that, DC style. I dipped my tungsten one too many times, and it I don't have any more tungsten for aluminum. I'm using the E3. 3-inch may be a little overkill for a little single jingle, but I have this AM intake my brother had on his CRX for like 11 years. Still have it in the family. I don't have a filter, and it's red, so it matches the car. Probably gonna use this one just for the time being. But look at them header, crazy looking thing. So yeah, ending the video here. I may look like the next video, but hope you guys enjoyed this quick little install on my busy PLM style looking header. It does feel like it's a B series, but it's still slow.